Welcome back to another video, and today we are setting up a polymeter synth sound in the MC707. And if you haven't watched our video on polymeter drum sounds, you could go back and watch that now, and it will introduce a lot of the terminology that we're going to use. We're going to jump straight in. I've initialized a new project, and that gives me a synth sound on track 2. Now, if your synth sounds slightly different to mine, I have changed my pads so that they always play the same volume, the same velocity when I hit them. So it doesn't matter how hard I hit them. I've given instructions on how to do that in the comments below if you want to do that. But if you're careful, you don't need to. So all I'm going to do is use the default synth sound, and I will have a arpeggio going down 1, 2, 3, 4. Another arpeggio going down 1, 2, 3, and another arpeggio going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. Let's have a listen to how that sounds. Now, my first one is going to be counted in 4. I'm going to have that as the dominant one, might not be the right word, but I'm going to put it in the middle of the synth register, so the pitch is going to be round about middle C, and it's just going to go. Now, we could use the built-in arpeggio in the MC707, but it's not very good, so we will program our own. How do we do this? We select the track, and then we select the light here where we want the sound to play. And on light number 1, we want a C. Light number 3, we want a G. And there it is. That's our first ARP programmed. Now, it's not going to sound very good, and I know I'm criticising the ARP that's built into the MC707, but this will let us experiment and hear what the polyrhythm starts to sound like. But if you've got an ounce of creativity, you'll be able to make it sound a lot better than I'm doing today. That's it, it's done. Let's go on to the arpeggio that's counting in 3s. I'll put it on track 3. So when I select track 3, it asks me what sort of track do I want. I want a tone track, and I'm just going to live with the default sound, which is exactly the same as the previous one. So to separate the notes, I'm going to do this an octave down. So I'm going to go down to here. That's going to be my 3. Right, now, to count in 3s in a polymeter, I don't want 16 lights, I want 12 lights. Each beat is worth 4 lights, so I need 3 times 4, which is 12. How to do that? What I will do is I will just program in a random note for now, and doing that changes the internal state of the MC707 so that when I press Shift and the left key, I get this menu, and I can change the step length to step length 12. Now, there are other ways of doing that, but I don't like remembering 2 different ways to do the same thing. That's why I do it this way. So let's get rid of that one that we've just programmed in, and there we have our 12 lights where we can program our 3 notes. So on here we're going to have a G, then an E, then a C. G, an E, and a C. Let's listen. Oops. Let's get rid of that. What have I done? It should be there, shouldn't it? Oh, I've gone wrong completely. Sorry about that. Let's hear them both together. Now, you'll have your own opinion, but already I think that sounds quite interesting. Even just with these defaults, no effects to speak of. Let's do the 5 and see what that sounds like. Select the next track. We want it to be tone. And this time I'm going up the register, so I will go up to here and go. That's going to be my 5. So to do this, I want 20 lights. I've got 16 lights at the minute, so let's program in any old random note to change the state of the MC707. Shift and left arrow, step length up to 20. Exit that. Get rid of that, and let's program it in. Just going down an octave. Right, it might have been easier to play that live, but I'm using step recording. You can program it in however you wish. Let's have a listen. What have I missed? I've missed a G. Okay, let's hear them all together. Okay, like I say, you'll have your own opinions, but I think that sounds quite interesting. I don't like all 3 of them going together, but 2 of them together seem to work. And you can experiment with that and make it sound however you want. But through the magic of television, I will try and do that now and see if I can come up with something a little bit more interesting, and I'll add a drum track in as well.